What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Happy New Year, and let's start the new year with ethical hacking and cybersecurity challenges. Today we're doing secret recipe, which is a forensic challenge. In the secret recipe challenge, what are we going to do? So the story is like that. We have a computer, and it has a computer. There are sensitive files, namely text files, believed to have been opened, copied, and stolen. So you are tasked to find out what are the files that have been copied, or the suspected files. You were given the suspected files, the name of the suspected files, and you were required to find out that these files have really been copied and stolen from this machine by doing some forensic work. So you have a case, you have to prove, you have to provide the proof that these files have been copied and stolen from the machine, and namely, we're going to investigate the registry artifacts. We're going to look at the registry of this computer and find out that what are the files that have been copied and stolen. Namely, we are looking for text files that contain secret recipes for a coffee shop. And the machine belongs to the owner of the coffee shop. Her name is Jasmine. And yes, so let's start doing that. So we're given the access to the machine. Okay, the artifacts are under artifacts directory, and here these are the exported registry hives. So how to investigate the registry hives? That's the main subject of this video. Also in this folder we are given the Eric Zimmerman's tools if you need them, because there is more than one way to achieve the objective of this video. So basically you can investigate registry using Registry Explorer, right? So here it is, graphical user interface, or you can investigate them manually. But as we all know that live forensics on a machine is actually something that's recommended if you are in a hurry, or if you don't have time to have the machine cloned, right? So basically what the forensic team did, they exported the artifacts from the suspect machine and they copied them here for you. So you're going to analyze them on your analysis machine. You're not going to do live forensic, because if you do live forensic, most probably you're going to tamper the evidence, specifically the RAM. So always recommended to take disk clone, memory dump, export the registry, whatever you want to investigate. Okay. By the way, for the live forensic, you can do live forensic. I'm not saying you're going to do live forensic. You can do live forensic on the machine, the compromised machine, but only after you have taken full memory disk dump of everything. Okay, so we don't compromise on the integrity of the artifacts. Okay, so we open now Registry Explorer, and here we have the option to analyze already exported hives, or we can analyze the current hives on the system. But this current system here we are using is the analyst system, right? We are not interested in analyzing the analyst system. We want to analyze the hives or the registry hives that have been exported from the machine in question. So up until now we have exported the software, system, SAM, and net user. Okay, we're going to start the analysis. Now this is a guided analysis. It means that you're given questions. We have a questions and you are required to find the answer. This is a way to guide you how to investigate. So for example, the first question says, what's the computer name of the machine found in the registry? So you have to find out what's the computer name, the OS details of the machine in question. Now you're not going to be able to analyze, you're going to be able to memorize all of the paths in the registry. The reason is it's technically impossible. So it's always good to keep a guide or like cheat sheet or notes of the details of every single key and subkey. Now here I kept them in my notes. Now for this challenge, the creator have attached a cheat sheet. You can view the cheat sheet here by clicking on download task files. It's going to open in a PDF format, but for this video I'm going to use my notes, which of course you can access them if you are subscribed to the tier 2 channel membership. So let's first look for the computer name. So since we cannot memorize the registry items, we're gonna use the notes here. And as you can see, computer and OS details, we can look into, we can look in software, under software, Microsoft Windows NT current version. And for the computer name, we can look in system, current control set, control. Okay, let's take a look at this. So here, system, this is the system hive. Current control set 001, control, computer name. So you're supposed to find the computer name under control here. So scrolling all the way down, finding the computer name. It's supposed to be C. So here, C, computer name. And as you can see, note the item on the data column and the value name. The value name indicates the computer name, and this is the value, or this is the data. It's James. That's the computer name. When was the administrator account created on this machine? So this is a question that requires you to find details about the user accounts. So you want to find out where are details about user accounts. So we're going to collapse this one and go back here, search for user, investigating user accounts information. So we can find these under SAM hive, SAM domains account user. So we have the SAM already loaded, domains, users, right? And here you have the names, administrator. But here you cannot find anything, right? So let's click on this one, examine these keys. So if you click on users, as you can see, you are presented with information about every single user. Note the username column and note the corresponding columns on the right and left of this column. So for example, we have expires on, and we have last incorrect password. All of these columns, you can correlate them with the username. So for every username, we have the activities done by this username. So what we're looking here to find is the account created on this machine. When was the account created? So the creation time. So as you can see, we have this column created on 2021. You can copy that and paste it here, and this is the answer. So this is about the user details. What is the RID associated with the administrator account? So we know that by noting the username here, we can correlate the activities, or we can correlate the metrics about this account. One of which is the RID. The user ID is 500. How many user accounts were observed in this machine? So you can count them from here, or you can count them from on the left pane. So under names, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 users. There seems to be a suspicious account created as a packet with RID 1013. What's the name? What's the account name? So here we're looking for suspicious account name. Account names can be suspicious if they have names that are non-recognized, right, by the system administrator. If you look at these, administrator rtest bdoor. So bdoor stands for backdoor. So this is the account name, bdoor. What's the VPN connection this host connected to? So here we wanna investigate the networking activities. So we're going back to the notes and we're searching for networking. Investigating wireless access points? No. Investigating VPN connections? Yes. So here, software, Microsoft Windows NT, current version, network list. So software, Microsoft, and then Windows NT. Where is that Windows NT here? So Windows, nope, I want Windows NT. This is Windows NT, current version, and we're looking to find the network list. Okay. So this is the network list, and as you can see, we have something that indicates that the VPN connection was used. This is it. When was the first VPN connection observed? As you can see on the left, we have the details about every network name connected to, and as you can see, the first connect local and the last connect local. We are looking to find out the first connection. So this is here. 2022. There were 3 shared files observed on this machine. What's the path of the third share? So here we want to find out details about the shared files. So let's go up and look for share. Investigating shared files and directories. So under system, control set 001, services, landman server shares. It's not going to be always landman server, at least on this case. So system, the system hive, current control set 001, services. Okay, it's very overwhelming, right? The registry. This is understandable. It's the database of the full system. It should be overwhelming. So we're looking to find. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Landman server. Let's see what it is. I know we can search, but it's good to, if you get users up accustomed to the complexity of the registry. So landman server. Click on that. Let's look through the shared files or the shares here. And these are the shares. So we have this one, restricted files. If you click on that, go to type viewer and take a note of the path. So the shared files were stored under this path. See, restricted files. What is the last DHCP IP assigned to this host? Okay, so here we're looking also to find networking information. So networking, VPN connections, networking. So system, current control set, services. So we're at the same column, I guess. System, current control set, but which one? Okay, let's look for TCP IP in this case. Find. Okay, so we have this one, but it's empty. Under system, root, current control set 001, control, network, TCP. Let's see here, get the help. TCP IP parameters interface, it should be expandable. We're looking for TCP IP that's expandable. Alright, so here as you can see, we got services. Okay, event log, system, parameters. Okay, I'm a bit lost. Let me go back like that. And again, system, current control set, services. Okay, so system, current control set, services. On the services, we're looking for TCP IP parameters, but there is no parameters here. Then it is not this. Okay, I think I have to reload these. Let me close that and reopen one more time. Alright, file, load Hive, gonna load the system. Okay, root, current control set, services, TCP IP, okay, as you can see, that's it, and it's expandable. That's what I'm looking for. Parameters. Under parameters, as you can see, we got the interfaces. Okay, interfaces displays all of the IP addresses assigned to this host, and this was the last one. But the catch is, in the hints, it's telling you that it starts with 7173. On the other hand, here it states that the IP starts with 172. So I think the mistake is here. The question should be, the hint should say 172, right? And the IP actually 172. So if you copy that and answered with 172, it's going to tell you it's wrong. So instead, replace the 2 with 3 and you'll get the correct answer. The suspect seems to have access to the file containing the secret coffee recipe. What's the name of the file? So let's now find out the files, how to find out the files that have been accessed. So if we search for file, open file using the browser, no, not the browser, recent files. This could be a potential place where it holds the files that have been recently opened. So we're going to load we have the option to load the software Hive, or we can load the end user dat. So let's load the end user dat Hive because it has the correct answer. So end user dat. Okay. Software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, Explorer, recent docs. Okay. So software, Microsoft, and Windows, current control, no, current version, Explorer. Yeah, so here they are. Okay, so recent folders, recent docs. Yeah, these are the recent documents opened by the user. Okay, now whatever comes next is relevant, right? Because you have already pointed what are the opened files by the user, and this achieves the objective of understanding the concept of looking for the files or the recent documents opened by the user. So basically here, what do we have? The name of the file that has been accessed. So it's a secret recipe PDF. Why? Because it contains a secret recipe. It's not the secret code, it is a secret recipe, as per the question asking. The suspect ran multiple commands in the run windows. What command was run to enumerate the network interfaces? So here we're looking to find out what are the commands the user has run using the run windows. You know the run windows? So here you have run. If you want to find out what the user has executed or run on this box, you have to investigate the word wheel query. So on the same key here, on the same path, okay, we can see all of the commands run through the run windows. So we have netcat recipe recipes. So as per the question, we're looking to find out the command used to run or to enumerate network interfaces. Wait, no. I think I answered this question. Yeah. So let me get back. Multiple commands in the run windows. So that's not the correct answer. This is in the file explorer. Run MRU, this one. So I confused the things a bit, guys. So if you want to find out, again, the commands run here, you navigate to run MRU on the same path. These are the commands executed, and the one to enumerate network interfaces is this one. This is the tool, And this is the answer. Now to the next one, to find out the things or the searches the user run through the file explorer, meaning that these here, the searches, right? So how to do that? We're going to use the word wheel query and netcut, the answer. What's the recent text file opened by the suspect? Back to recent docs. Text file, the recent text file is secret code. How many times was partial executed on this host? Okay, so now we shift to another aspect of the registry. Finding the executables the user run on the machine or the evidence of execution. So to do that, we're going to search again, execute. Commands execute on Windows, no. Execution evidence, yeah. So again, in the same end user that, software, Microsoft Windows, current version, Explorer, user assist. So user assist is here. And here let's, oh, what happened? Okay, expand this one, let's see. So this one is empty, this one is empty, this one, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, wait, expand this to count, nothing in here. Count, nothing. Again, oh, we have something here. So as you can see, these are the executables run by the user. Let's search for PowerShell. So we have the PowerShell editor and we have the PowerShell executable, and you can note the number of times executed. So it's 3 times, right? And this is the time, okay, during which the executable run. So how many times? 3 times. The suspect also executed a network monitoring tool. What's the name of the tool? Going back and take a look at the executables and see if any of these indicates a network monitoring tool. So access, this is FTK Imager, this is VPN, Wireshark. So Wireshark is the network monitoring tool executed. Registry Hives also notes the amount of time a process is in focus. Means the amount of time the process was through which was executed or through which was in execution. Examine the hives. For how many seconds was Proton executed? So search for VPN, and you got one under downloads, not this one. You got one under the program files. This is the original path of the tool. So this is the focus time, how long it has been executed. As you can see, we have 5 minutes 43 seconds. Now you know, but to answer the question correctly, you have to type in seconds. What we're going to do, we're going to convert 5 minutes into seconds. So multiply 5 with 60, you got 300 seconds and 43. Everything is a utility used to search for files in a Windows machine. What's the full path from which everything was executed? Again, we're going to stay at the same path here. So looking for everything. This is everything. The question is, what's the full path? You're going to copy this path and you're going to say bye-bye to this room. This is finished. I hope you guys like this, and it's, again guys, it's also beneficial if you do registry forensics frequently. It's useful to put these in a note or notes file so that, because you cannot remember the keys all the time. Okay guys, thank you very much.